welcome to BL Week in Review and to the BL Express YouTube channel. I'm your host, BL Songbird, and today we are going to be chatting about lots of things. The GMMTV 2025 outing happened. We're going to chat about that, and we are going to talk about all of the things that happened this week in BL, and actually quite a bit began, but not very much ended, so that's where we kind of fall today. We are going to do revamp at kind of close to the end because I want to put that in the spoiler section, which I always put at the end, so if people want to leave, they can. Hi, also, hi, Arisa. This is welcome. I know I'm feeling a little scattered tonight again. I'm sure everything will settle soon. I'm almost positive. But yeah, welcome. I hope you guys had a fabulous week, full of joyful BL things. Okay, anyway, before we get too much further, don't forget to like this video and leave a comment, not in the live chat, but rather afterwards under the video. Maybe sometimes I feel like people have trouble posting comments the day of. You have to post them the day after. I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems like it might be. So yeah, let the algorithm do its thing so more people find us. The more likes we get, the more comments we get, the more likely it's going to show up on somebody's For You page. And like the word will spread. Or maybe you guys want to keep it small and don't really want it to spread. It's like a hidden gem. Like this is a hidden gem or something. I guess that's also possible. Uh, anyways, welcome to BL Week in Review. We are starting with the GMM TV 2025 outing. And this is where I wanted to do something kind of cute. And I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I am going to give it a shot. Switch screens in my lovely, yeah, we're going to see if this works or not. Okay. All right, let's find out what happens. I'm going to go ahead and do this. You guys got to let me know if it's working or not. I hope it's working. Anyway, I thought we'd like look through X a little bit at some of the GMMTV 2025 outing. Because a little bit about GMMTV. GMMTV is, for those who are new, the 2025, one of the major production houses in Thailand. And every single year, they have an annual company outing, and this honestly, this company is growing every year, but like they feel like a theater troupe, and so their company outing isn't your average company outing, and we're very grateful that they like posting stuff on social media. So I thought I would share some of the absolute craziness that happens at GMMTV 2025. And that is amazing. Thanks everybody for letting me know that it does indeed work. That is so exciting. I absolutely adore this outing. And so yeah, this is probably one of my favorites. These two. Three. That's Winnie, and that's Puin, and that's Fourth from Gemini Fourth. Puin. All right, so let me know if you guys don't know some of these people, or like if somebody's like, who's that? Maybe you could like put a shout out in the comments to what show it was from, so people kind of know who they are. But these three, I don't know. Puin's first one was Fish Upon the Sky. He was in Never. Oh, what is the other one? Is it called Never Let Me Go? I feel like Never Let Me Go. And then Fourth is the kid from My School President, and Winnie is also from My School. No, Satang. Sorry, Satang is also from My School President, and they are Sailor Moon. I thought that was hilarious. Um, I mean, that's funny too. We have Pond, who is Spider Man. I loved how Force and June said they joined forces and split the group so they could post pics of everyone. LOL. Yeah, right? Like those two. Oh man. Apparently Pond and Puin, they did take pictures together, but they're saving it for a special occasion, aka we may never see it. But they exist somewhere out there. These three were like everywhere. This was probably one of the more popular costumes of the day. And then of course, you gotta love slightly tipsy Jimmy birthday party and everybody yelling at him that he should kiss C, and he complied. So that's kind of funny. Sammy, Titanic. She went for the Titanic, right? And then we've got the people who decided to dress up as their mascots. Pretty fun. All right, let me see. Where's the next one I wanted to share? The next one, let me find it. What's that? Oh, here he is. Okay, Mark is like iconic. Every year, I don't even know. Anyway, yeah, that one. Okay, do you guys know who that character is? Because like I don't know that character at all. Sammy trying to get Sky Nanny to do the Titanic scene and Sky having none of it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There is our off and gun. They always have fun dressing up as like something fun for these as well. Yep. They definitely they were like Pac-Man, which is kind of hilarious. Ah. And then they do like live. I would call it like live karaoke, which is entertaining too. There's lovely Kristen Cincto. Apparently, he was meant to be a bodybuilder, but it went wrong. Yes, it did. Oh, I remember. Oh, the funniest thing he said, he gave his stuffing, or no, no, not even gave. He said the Sailor Moon girl stole his stuffing. That is what he said. Yeah, I remember this now. That was like super funny. And then Tay and New played himself, and then Tay went as their mascot, which also hilarious. Um, William and S dressed up as Tem and Poe from their series. And then I loved this, like Force and Book as the Frozen. Well, I don't remember her name in Frozen, but yeah. Okay. Oh, we have more time. I was going to take a little while on this, so we have a little bit more time. And then Earth and Mix, everybody loves Earth and Mix. I thought this was hilarious. Like Chris, Kristen Cincto reenacted The Lion King. That was really funny to me. Let's see what else have we got. Tay and Yu continuing their tradition of not bothering to think of a costume until they're already at the venue. I remember reading the translation for Tay's tweet about his costume and about it like free this, free that, found in the hotel room, found like wherever. Super super funny. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what else is there. Oh, this one. Okay. I mean, such a diva queen. Like, Boom played Ursula so well. Like, totally, totally rocking it. And then I believe O was I think it was the King of the Sea, right? He played what is that guy? What is that name of that character in The Little Mermaid? Anyway, Ariel's father. I'm pretty sure that's who he played. Anyway, that part was really funny as well. Oh, here we go. We have our queens. Oh, thanks, Sarita. We have Neo, and I don't know who else is in there. Anyway, I thought Neo was the funniest. Some of the girls playing hippos, drunken shenanigans. All right, I feel like there was one more. Oh, there's another one of Mark that's a little bit clearer. Yeah, I guess he's a bodybuilder, but what was up with the nose? I don't understand why he chose the nose part. We have a shark. Oh yeah, they have William and Eston, their very adorable live that they did from a hotel room. We has okay, if somebody can tell me what's going on in this one, like I don't know what that nonsense is. I didn't dig deep enough to find out why they have whatever those are on sticks, but yeah, that was kind of funny. Oh, and then if it'll load, it might not load, but Lego was a diva as he well should be. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this is the GMM hashtag GMMTV outing 2025 on X. I feel like X is the best place to scroll through this tag as far as finding all of the things. You guys can like correct me if I'm wrong. Like maybe you think that looking at it somewhere else is even better, but like Lego is always a diva. Yes, yes, that is true. He is living his best life. Pooing and nanon. All right. Where's anything else I want to share? Yeah, so the crowd from GMMTV is growing. They're growing. Love it. Oh, and then I think this was kind of infamous too. And this was apparently these I just have to do this. This was Mark that was just in perfect 10 liners coming out as what I believe is a snake. Maybe. Anyway, seemed very snake like. That was kind of funny too. So, welcome to GMMTV 2025. I think Mark is probably the most infamous because of what he did last year. I don't know if it'll be like the same in future outings. Yeah, the shenanigans are on another level. So, for a couple of days, once a year, it goes crazy. All right, moving back. Yeah, pretty fun. I love it. Also, I feel like, okay, it's kind of tiny, but I feel like the new way the scrolling is going for your guys' text on my screen, I feel like it's going better. But it is kind of tiny. I might have to figure out how to fix that. But for today, I feel like we have an improvement on this. Okay. If there's a stage with a microphone, there is Nanon. That is true. All men in progress really got into it. It looks like they'll fit in well. Yes, I think they will too. I didn't see as many pictures of them, but they're kind of new. And I don't follow them. So as far as like me, as far as them showing up on my personal timeline, it's maybe less likely. So there is that. Okay. So yes, that was fun. I don't know if you guys like that kind of thing. Maybe we'll occasionally scroll through X hashtags because I feel like that's a pretty safe way to look at things. And like maybe we can look at some of the other kinds of happenings that are happening that are going on via X sometimes. Or, maybe I go fancy one day and create a slideshow. Who knows? Let's see, Tess. I think Progress was so excited by meeting everyone and just being a part of it all that he could not fall asleep that night. I can imagine. Like that is a party. Like anyone of that age range would I would have difficulty falling to sleep. Yeah, for sure. I mean, even the older ones had difficulty falling to sleep. Like I heard stories about Nui having to go find Tay. There's a whole like there was a whole X thing about like I don't know why they like posting. I think probably for engagement is why they like posting that kind of thing, and it works. But like Nui at like 2 in the morning posts a picture of an empty bed. He's like, "Where is he?" or something like that, and then somebody else is like, "Come get your man. He's here." It's a whole thing. And then like Chris had to convince Cincto to go to bed apparently as well. So not just the kids that were excited. All right. Yeah. Okay, so that was part of the week. And a really fun part, just you end up just spending a lot of time scrolling social media though. I don't know what to say. Like, yeah, that evening, the day before, the day after, when everybody's still posting things. Can you imagine being 16 and loving being a part of this kind of group and getting to experience it for the first time? That would have been so cool because I was a bit of a theater nerd. So if I was a part of this large of a group of my people, I would have been in heaven. Like I don't even know. I'd have probably just freaked out a little bit. It'd have been so cool. Absolutely. Okay. Onwards to the week in review. Granted, mind you, I am only watching, I say only, I'm only watching 13 of the series that are airing. There are 25. Um, it's just safer that way, guys. There's just too much. I needed to have time to write and things. Also, another announcement that I'm saying here is that I've decided to mainly post social media posts on X, on Threads, and on Blue Sky. Those three social media outlets. Um, outside of like Patreon, YouTube, and my Discord channel. Um, because I do post my daily written reactions, and I was trying to go everywhere, and like I don't know, I'm going to dial it back and see if I can find time to write those stories that I want to share with all of you. Um, I I didn't exactly do this to be like a full-time content creator. I did this to like learn how to make money and then to learn to write stories and make money that way. So I guess we're making money multiple ways here. It's true. Like trying the Patreon thing. I'm going to be taking my daily BL daily diary and turning it into a video format for YouTube so that people can watch it there and they can watch it on my Patreon account. Um, but otherwise, like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, those four, I'm going to just more or less stop posting there, guys. So that's just a heads up that that's happening. I went back to read this real quick. You guys' chat is so much fun. I spent so much time over 2 days scrolling through it all. I don't know how you do it. I can't keep up with my much smaller list of shows, which are all so different and unique. Yeah. How do I do 13? I don't know. It's fair. I do it because I'm now cutting back on where I post it. Okay, maybe one of these days I'll take you on a little tour through my like Discord server and see if you guys like it. See what you guys think. You can let me know one day when like there's less going on. Okay, so onwards to the week in review, at least as far as I know it. There's only one show that ended, and that is Lost in Kyoto. Lost in Kyoto is one of those short stories on Secrets of Us YouTube channel. Actually, as far as like short stories go, I feel like that channel has picked some really good ones. I haven't been keeping up on it, but the ones that I've seen have been pretty well done and really interesting and unique, and they've been fun stories. So if you like short stories, I'd probably check it out. Like, I don't know if Lost in Kyoto was as good as the others, but I would assume it was. And as far as I'm aware, it's only 4 episodes long. Each episode is about, 8 to 10 minutes long, so it's super easy to consume. That is all that ended. Blurred Desire ended. Blurred Desire. Is that a micro series or a real, REEL, real series? That one I actually I don't know. Also, you'll have to let us know in the comments what that one is. All right. Uh, New series. Now this list is also short because everything that is most of what is new has already come out this week. It's a real series. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, we have a real series. I'm not following real series, but Osel does, and so it's lovely that they share all of these series with all of us because I don't know. Just can't. I can't get into them for some reason. I can't explain it. Like even Yin and War, my favorites. I haven't even been watching their real series. I watched like one episode of Up and Poom, whom I also love, but I didn't finish theirs either. I don't know what it is about that format for me, but it just doesn't connect for some reason. Okay. As far as new series goes, on August 28th, which is this Thursday, My Bias is showing is beginning on Gaga Ulala. It is a Korean BL. We have a new one. However, for international viewers, it's awesome. This series is airing in most places, just not in the United States, just doesn't happen to be one of them. And as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen it pop up on any other platform for the USA audience. So my bias is showing may not be available without a VPN on a legal platform. Just that's a heads up for that one. I'm not following real series either. I just have too many non-real series to watch. There is that. I'm with you there, Katie. I can't get into the shorter formats either. Chas, I have been fully enjoying the Yin War series. I watch each episode every morning. That is amazing. Awesome. I'm glad you're keeping up with it, and I'm glad it's amazing. Ah, I have a place I bootleg things. See, I feel like I should watch it on legal platforms when at all possible. So I'm more likely to use a VPN and kind of do do it that way. I feel like at least that way it's getting a real view. And I already paid for Gaga. I think the last time I checked, Gaga like was okay with VPNs. They had their admin for their social media have posted a few funny things over the years about VPN usage, which is absolutely hilarious. I find it, yeah, that part's really funny. But anyway, once they're available, I do watch. Awesome. That's amazing. Okay. So now is the big one. We only ended like a real series and one BL series, both on short form. However, one, two, three, four, five series began. I feel like it's amazing, and I don't want to like. Nope, I'm knocking on wood. I'm not going to jinx it. It's amazing. We have so many series options to watch. Okay, number one of series that began, The Luminous Begins, which is a prequel to the Luminous Solution, and it is a Thai BL behind a paywall on YouTube. I think to watch it uncut is somewhere around the $6 mark, and it's on Wednesdays. So if you liked the Luminous Solution, they do have a prequel for that. Next, Situationship in the City. That's the English title, anyways. It is a Vietnam BL on YouTube. It comes out every Thursday. And I'm thinking for this one, it might be better as a binge watch because just because of the way it was formatted. I thought the end of episode one had an interesting montage that kind of made it unclear as to where it was going, at least for me. So yeah, maybe better binged. And it's interesting that their main sponsor is Maybelline New York, oddly enough. So the quality is a little higher, which is kind of fun. Um, okay. I'm going to save revamp for the end, but it is out and it's airing on Saturdays. Um, on yesterday, we had Muti Love, Hi Bye My Love, which is their first story for that compilation. And the first story is with C and Keen. Uh, their last series was Only Boo, which is super, super, super adorable. Totally worth checking out. Um, this one also is set in high school, and I don't know, it's about rivals, so it's kind of cutesy, right? Yeah, Katie, it was cute. It was cutesy. It's also on YouTube, so it's an easygoing story. I thought planning to watch after seeing episode one. Yeah, I'm actually gonna keep going with that too, especially I don't know, it'll be fun. Loved Geometry Guy. Oh yeah, the way he mapped out the room. Yeah. Yep, Geometry Guy. Okay. And then we have Kill to Love. Kill to Love is one of those workaround BLs again. It's in Mandarin. It is a Wuxian kind of story, with the martial arts and that kind of ancient garb. It is being called a Singapore BL. And it is on Gaga Ulala and YouTube. Now, this one's weird, guys, because episodes 1 and 2 came out on Monday. Episodes 3 and 4 came out today. Episode 5 and 6 are this weekend. So I feel like the set schedule that is normal is missing. So I'm not sure. You guys will just have to check it throughout the week to see. I did watch the first two episodes. I think honestly, I was able to follow this one a little bit better than the last one I tried. The storyline is clearer. After two episodes, after two episodes, I was pretty settled in the plot. I could understand what was going on and like kind of where it was going maybe. So I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, but I'm willing to try some more of it. Let's see. I found the episodes a bit choppy, but I will keep watching. Maybe a bit choppy, but it was still easier for me to follow than the other one I watched. I happened to be awake at 5 a.m. yesterday and watched the first episode. I will continue to watch. Yeah, they're trying to beat the clamp down. That is possible. Situationship in the City, episode 2, airs on September 4th, so not this Thursday. Interesting. When is September 4th? Now I must know. September 4th. Is that next Thursday then? Yeah, okay, so they're skipping a Thursday for whatever reason. Maybe there's a holiday in Vietnam or something. It's possible. Like I don't know what the holidays are in Vietnam. But good to know. We get a little reprieve. Actually, there's really not for me personally, Thursdays that might have been the only show I was watching. Thursdays for me are kind of quiet. I know the Secret of Us YouTube channel normally posts their shows on Thursdays, but I don't really watch them. So for me, maybe I'll write. I love it. I'll spend that evening writing. Okay. So that's what we've got as far as everything that's coming out. This is now officially the spoilers section. Let's talk about it, guys. Like, Revamp. Revamp is the Thai VL from Bone and Prem that, I just found out this week that I guess Prem actually did have a hand in the script writing too. It wasn't just Bone. They both collaborated on that script. Uh, hearts and broccolis and bats. Yeah, they added the broccoli in. Okay, definitely spoilers, everybody. Definitely. Okay, they added the broccoli in, which was really, really funny. Yeah. And then and then maybe the reason all the broccoli is in the fridge because he doesn't like broccoli, not because he does. I don't know. Did anybody find somebody who translated the journal Pun's journal? Did anybody find that? Because oh, I want to know what it said. The only page that there was like some English, and I saw Holy Grail at the top of one of them, and so I'm like, mm, I saw so many comments about him like not being freaked out enough at being like transported into a painting, and in my mind, I'm just like, well, I'm sure there's going to be an explanation. Like maybe he does this a lot. And then the fact that like in his little journal, one of the things was a holy grail. I'm like, hmm, maybe he does this a lot. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. What else? Well, I do think though, I feel like I don't know why, but I have this distinct impression that we can trust the storytelling in this, and that like everything that happened will eventually have some kind of explanation, which is really interesting since they're like, I don't know, beginning storytellers. But I think that we can trust the storytelling. Okay, let's see. Are you talking about the art journal? Yes, his journal with the art in it. I think the journal is his dreams. Maybe, but still, all of those interesting objects. I want to know what they are and if they're reputed to have magical properties or not, because I feel like maybe that's a thing. I was on board when it seemed more serious, and I enjoyed it now that it's less serious. I trust them and will watch anything with them. That is fair. That's true. Maybe that was what the journal was supposed to indicate. He's done something like this before. I was really wondering about that because there were some really cryptic, interesting things that the person asking him to look at the painting said. He said something like the person looking at the painting said something like, no, the person who asked him to restore the painting said something like, I won't, this is the last time, I promise, I won't ask you to do this again. And I was just thinking, why would someone um, who wants to make money and do this for a living like no longer want to work for somebody? Now, somebody else in another group of mine said maybe it was like an ex-boyfriend thing. Maybe it was an ex-boyfriend thing. It could be. I don't know. Okay. It would also explain why he doesn't want his brother living with him. That is true. His dreams in real life seem to overlap. Also true. So maybe he's supernatural. That's also possible. Like he's got some sort of like seeing. Maybe he's a seer. Maybe he sees the future or something. And that's the nosebleeds. We could do the red string of fate thing and go past life direction too. That's true. It's possible. I don't know. I don't know, guys. He is definitely gifted. Just we don't know how. True. I think so too. And honestly, okay. So here I am. Everybody has like their differing opinions on this, but for me, I'm wondering if vampires are known in this world. Like I'm thinking that maybe like they're not a myth. They're real in this world. What do you guys think? Did you get that feeling? Cuz like okay, so there was a scene where it was this ordinary scene where he's like getting ready to go to work. He's turned on the news. They're talking about the exhibit. They mention the painting, and then they're like, there's a rumor that there's a vampire in the painting. And like that didn't seem to faze him at all. Like was like whatever. I don't know if you were like if it were this world and somebody on the news was like, there's rumored to be a real vampire in the painting, you'd be like scoffing, like it's the Yeti or like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot, right? It'd be like, okay, if you say so, right? I don't know. So yeah, to me, I'm thinking it's normal. Like vampires exist in this world, and just not the kind of vampire that Ramil is and his master, like his okay, what is Mark's character's name? All right, his servants. Like those two are weird vampires. They're outside of the norm. I don't know. Okay, that's just the little vibe that I got from that. We'll find out if it's true or not later. I think he's probably worked with cursed objects since he restores them. I was leaning that direction too. Like I'm wondering if he's works with cursed objects already. I think they're not out, maybe just like underground. Okay, maybe. I was wondering what that line about not asking him to do it again meant. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who was wondering that. I like that his character seems to have powers or has worked with cursed objects and or other interesting backstory elements, right? And we're not really fully aware yet what any of it is, but we're going to find out. I don't know. I'm excited. Okay, I feel like I want to talk about this a little bit. I want to highlight it because I see over and over again how like it's the same story over and over again for BL. One, we are in the genre of romance, and there's only so many ways to go with romance unless you make the romance a secondary plot, which I feel like is happening more and more often. But two, are people even paying attention to what's happening right now in BL? Or is their algorithms just feeding them what they've already seen so they don't see any of it? Because honestly, like there's literally I was counting them. There are two cute college BLs. Like we love the college BLs. There's one toxic one, Doctor's Mind. So a total of three. Out of the 25 shows airing right now, only three are college. I think. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Only one, two, sorry. Only two are high school. So that's five. I love that he just sat down to watch My Golden Blood. Stay out of the MDL comments, but they hate the show. Oh my gosh. MDL, stay out of it in general. That is my advice to everybody. I started basing like a few years ago. I don't remember how many years now, but I began there. Like I looked at ratings and I took their ratings seriously, and I should not have. It is absolutely bonkers in there. I don't even know where they get their stuff from sometimes. I like it. It's the perfect balance of darkness with just a bit of humor, and it's from Thailand. And I feel like every single Thai show that I've seen has some little quirky humor in it. It's just a part of their culture almost. With Memoir Rati, Shine, My Magic Prophecy, Kemjira, and Revamp, what a variety of shows we currently have. That's exactly it. MDL seems like a bot troll group. A little bit. Yes, exactly. Okay, so five total like actual boys love guys, and one of those high school boys love is a time travel one, so it's not really your standard like college high school boys love, but you are right about the period dramas, right? Memoir of Rati is a period drama. I'm the Most Beautiful Count is not only a period drama, but it's fantasy because it has the time travel element. Shine is a period series. So we have three period BLs. And actually, once you think about it, so is Kill to Love, that because that's Wuxi and that's like kind of fantastical, but also period. We have four supernatural series going on right now between My Magic Prophecy, Kamjira. What was it? Okay, there's two. What are the other two? I almost need to look at my calendar. I'll pull it up. My Magic Prophecy, Kamjira. My brain, it just suddenly froze. The Promise of the Soul. See, I was stuck in Thailand. The Promise of the Soul and where's the fourth one? My brain. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember what the fourth one is. But yeah, Memoir of Rachi is excellent. That's one of the period ones. So good. Promise of the Soul, also really, really, really unique and interesting. There's a couple of fantasies, couple of adult romances. Um, so it's just it's all over the map. It's all over the map. Yeah, revamp. I think I probably put that under fantasy, but maybe I put it under supernatural as well. I might have doubled it. Five Fridays will be a little sad without Memoir Brati. That is fair. We still have the Promise of the Soul, at least, and I'm the Most Beautiful Count, and we can't forget our lovely grown up. Can you call it a BL gay love series? 10 Things I Want to Do Before I Turn 40. We've got like two or three office rom coms going on right now. I don't know. Guys, we're lucky. And the weekends feel like Christmas every week. Chas, I saw your comments about preconceived notions, and I agree. Like I also feel like it's really important to not go into a show with preconceived notions. Open-mindedness, like definitely, definitely important. I'm the Most Beautiful. Yeah, that combined time travel with period. I don't know. I don't know. And I mean, for those who really do like kind of the classic toxic college BL, we still have one of those going. It hasn't vanished yet. Some people like that. I don't. And we have our kids. Our kids need the kid shows. So I'm glad we have a little bit of that left in there too with the high school one. And the cute college ones, I'm hoping they're not watching the toxic ones. Yeah, actually, I do hope they're not watching the toxic ones. The kids do not need to see the toxic ones. All right. I really adore Kim Jerry, even though it's so scary. Yeah, yep. Kamjira is becoming a phenomenon. I I feel like that's the natural popularity growth that like fan clubs keep hoping for or wishing to enjoy. Hopefully they're all watching that because it's like exploded. I thought it was crazy because Domandi did a little like busking activity for the cast, and that was a crazy crowd. There were so many people there, and like just the natural growth in social media exposure too. King and Namping picked a great story for their first series. They got lucky. Just so good. Talk about excellent storytelling. They are doing a great job with that one. I just caught up in 10 things. It's still very enjoyable. It is. It is. This last episode was a little weird, not gonna lie. I think you could officially term that a filler episode. If you were binging it, you wouldn't notice. But since that's all we got for the week, I was like, "What? Where's my show? I want it back." And that was my feeling about this last week. Oh, did you see the clip of the Kamjira cast watching the first episode and Kang getting the jump scares? Oh, that's fun. So cute. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I admit it. But that's great though. They're scared of their own show. Love it. Love it. Okay. Some moments for me from the week. Um, other than Christmas weekends. And then I don't know, is that Woo Off-Road new message also on the weekends? Or is that going to be airing during the week? Anyway, we are in for a treat of a September. I am just kind of beside myself. There's going to be so many good things airing all at the same time. What are we even going to do with ourselves? Okay. Jimmy C and My Magic Prophecy, Sunday's episode. Oh my goodness. That was breathtaking. Like the acting job in that was so beautiful. Um, yeah. Yeah, I can't even quite describe what I was feeling, but they did I can't I thought they did a great job in Last Twilight and now they've stepped it up again. Like who are they? I don't know. Dang. Okay. And then well we already talked about I wrote all of Kemjira, so obviously we kind of all agree about that. And then also I have to say the final scene in Shine was particularly fun too, and not so much so for the water play, but rather for the fact that Tanwa, yeah, Tanwa finally opened up to Trin a little bit, which was also really beautiful. But I do say that was also a very beautifully shot scene. That was really beautiful too. That's just like dang, so so good. The Wicked Game is going, yeah, the Wicked Game. What are we losing? We're going to lose my Memoir of Rati before the Wicked Game starts. I don't know what else we'll be losing. That might be it. Um, but yeah, so whenever that starts, for a little while, it's just going to be Christmas. Christmas in September. I love it. Okay. Oh yeah, My Magic Prophecy. It's a sweet series, and people are finally noticing how weird Karn first is acting. Yep, I'm glad. They are so good. My heart was racing, the tears were flowing. Okay, guys, we are on My Magic Prophecy again. Just FYI, like just because of delays in live streaming and stuff, the comments are just now getting to me. Tanwa sharing his trauma. Mm-hmm. Tanwa from Shine. Magic Prophecy is the third thing I've seen Junior pop in the last few months. Seems he's been keeping busy while Mark was filming Revamp. I would say he was. Good for him. He's such a good actor, guys. Like, I love him. Yeah, and he's such a good singer too. Such a pretty voice. Ah. And then we have every shot of Shine is impressive and so compelling. Absolutely. They're doing a beautiful job with the cinematography of that show. Um, I also really love the side plot with the is it a colonel major and the reporter. That is just such a cool, interesting story. How everybody's like shipping them in the newspapers, and how they were conversing via novels in the library. I don't know. I almost find that story more compelling than the main story. But I don't. Okay, so can we even call it a side story? Thinking about it more right now, here in this very moment, because I feel like they almost get just as much time. Could we maybe just concede that that's also part of the main, like that's also a main plot? I almost feel like that's a main plot, not a side plot. I could be just talking to talk though. Let's see. Final thoughts and comments for the evening, guys. We're officially running out of time. Let's see. CN is breaking my heart. Hmm. Okay, I think I've read some of this. Every shot, yep. Poor Victor doesn't see he's lost even before he knew he wanted a shot with the professor. Ah, so true. Poor guy. Poor kid. He's gonna go through it. That's for sure. No doubt about it. I'm just like he's compromising his journalistic integrity. I would too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The man is attractive. What can you say? The way that they were flirting in that press conference. Oh man. I think that side story will be intertwined and integral to the whole story. I think so too. I don't. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to be separate. Ah. Okay, guys. Anyways, we only have one new series coming. Memorati is not quite ending, though we are at the climax of the story. I think we're going to have a dreaded episode 11 for that series, unfortunately. Um, so, what we're going to talk about this next week is beyond me at the moment, as far as because normally I list through things, but if there's nothing to list because there's not a whole lot happening, then maybe we just make it mostly spoilers and chat about what's currently airing. Um, or maybe there's something you guys want me to look up on X because it's particularly adorable. You can keep that in mind and let me know. You can also shoot me like a message on one of my social media platforms. If you find something that you're like, this is totally worth sharing on your live stream, yep, just let me know. Anyways, oh, Cericia, you made it. That's awesome. Good to see you. Talk to you. Guess not really see you. I love how I say that. I call it dual storylines, 50-50. Yeah, I would say so. Victor or Tanwa. Yeah, Victor is a little like he's revolutionary, he's idealistic, but maybe a little bit more stable than Tanwa, to be honest. I don't know. Anyways, all right, guys. Until I see you next week, don't forget to again hit the like button. Do a regular comment so that the algorithm boosts and these videos go beyond here. And I will see you next week. I gotta say that your comments about Shine are only convincing me that I have to start watching this show ASAP, not spoiling at all. Awesome. Okay, cool. I'm glad actually that our spoilers is not super spoilery. Yay! Just a little bit, but not a lot. All right, guys. See you next time. Have a good week. Bye, everybody.